Welcome everyone to round 8 of IOR Season 2. Today we are here again for another race at the street circuit. Today we are here at Baku at Azerbaijan. This new circuit F1 has started to race on the last years. So weather now seems a bit dark, so maybe we could expect rain in the next moments, and we see already cars coming out of the pit lane. Some cars they're crossing between themselves. Here we see Barakakab, one of the drivers who went quickly out of the pit lane. The driver now who is leading the championship by something about 20 something points in front of Slippery Cucumber. Points in front of Slippery Cucumber. Barakakab is leading this championship, but as we know, there is a long way to go, and things may change. 23 points in real life may be something difficult to shorten up, but here in online racing, since every driver has the cars are equal for everyone, then results may change in the coming races. So in one race, gap of 23 points may be reduced to nothing, really. Slippery Cucumber also out of the pit lane, and it looks the first drivers to start a flying lap are the AlphaTauri drivers, Sinamo and Marusura, both following each of them. Then we have both Mercedes drivers, Jane and Thales. And after them come the two McLarens. Maybe I have to think about they are trying to do slipstream. They are following their teammates, so yeah, maybe that's what is happening. And Stanley has gone out, the only driver who is out now on medium tires. We're going to check Cinamo's time. Oh, we have a yellow flag on sector 1. It's I think it was Equasar. Not really sure, but everything all right again. If I'm not wrong, I think Sinamo is the driver who's leading the field. So we're going to follow him there. I'm going to look at his teammate, who's maybe now making use of his teammate's slipstream. There goes Sinamo through sector 2, very close to the wall there. And Sinamo does 114.8. Then Marusura missed what time he did, but he has a purple sector 2, so maybe he's improving now what Sinamo has done. We are going to go with Sinamo again through the long straight that Baku has. There he goes, finishing his lap, and again there's something with a racing point. Maybe it's Equasar again. There goes Sinamo crossing the line. First place, but what does Marusura do? Marusura improves by 1/10 what Sinamo has done. 1-2 for AlphaTauri now. Then come both Mercedes drivers. Jane improves into second place by only 10 thousandths of a second. Dino Vino Bambino now into first place by only 1/10. And Barakakab still to cross the finish line into 5th place, 140.6. Very slow time for Barakakab. Then Stanley 139.3. Then we have Virtuoso, who is coming back after a long time after the Bahrain Grand Prix. Today racing for Ferrari. What time will he do? Virtuoso does into 9th place. Very slow lap time for Virtuoso. I don't think he really was on a flying lap there. And Slippery Cucumber now into first place by 1 second in front of their rival. That's smashing time from Slippery Cucumber. But we have to follow Virtuoso, who I really was missing at this championship, because some interesting fact is that the only driver who has been able to defeat Barakakab and the Slippery Cucumber in all the championship in qualifying has been Virtuoso. In the Bahrain Grand Prix, he took pole position there. And yeah, the only driver, and now Tuntu is blocking a bit him there. Yeah, maybe Virtuoso's laps ruined, and Tuntu has DNF the qualifying. Yeah, as I was saying, Virtuoso is the only driver who has been able to defeat Barakakap and Cucumber in a qualifying session in equal conditions throughout the season. So I'm expecting a great job by this guy today. LBA Chacos has improved into second place, Gonza into third, then Secret Dundee into fourth place. So usual guys we see on top as Dino, Marusura, Jane, Cinnamo. Very slow lap times for them compared to what other guys have made. And Thales is going out on the medium tire, so maybe he's trying to go on an alternative strategy. Well, it hasn't worked great for Stanley. So Cucumber very dominant at the moment. No one is being able to defeat his lap time. He's very far in front of LVA Chacos by 0.8 of a second. So at the moment showing great pace, and Virtuoso, even with that block from Tuntu, has moved into 4th place, 9/10 behind the Slippery Cucumber. But yeah, as I said, this guy is the only one in the entire field who has been able to defeat Barakakap and Cucumber on a qualifying session. So yeah, I'm expecting to see another lap by this guy. About weather, it looks that now weather is getting clear, so yeah, I think there's no more chances of rain coming out now, if there was any at the start. Oh, and Talas has hit the wall there. Maybe front wing broken there. He doesn't have a lap time and only 10 minutes remaining. It's still big amount of time, but he'll have to do a good lap if he really wants a good position at the grid now. He doesn't have a lap time. Here we are following Jane. Unfortunately, he has had very bad luck on the last races. But today, he may go for a good result. He's a very fast driver. So if luck plays his way today, I think he can go even for a podium. He doesn't have a podium in all this season. There he's doing slipstream with Thales, but Jane is not on a flying lap now, but still slipstream helping him there. Thales goes into the pit lane now. We're gonna go on board with Jane. I think the only of the top drivers now on a flying lap. The Alpha Tauris, one of the Alpha Tauris is going. Maru Suraya is about to start his flying lap too. Not much drivers out on track right now. Jane first sector, not able to improve his previous lap time, but by only 62 thousandths of a second. What does Marusura do then? Marusura does, improving his previous lap time, 1/10, not getting a purple sector 1. I think that's going to be very difficult. Slippery Cucumber just flying at the moment. And there goes Slippery Cucumber, but he's on his warm-up lap. Thales now going out of the pit lane, going to be on soft tires now. Decided not to go on the medium, same has done Stanley. Jane improving now 3.5 tenths his previous lap time. And purple sector 2, I don't know if that's a glitch of the game or really he's improving that, but still needs a lot to improve what Slippery Cucumber has done. Marusura improving 5/10 what he did previously. Great improvement by Marusura, but again very far from Cucumber's time still. If he improves only 5/10, he's going to be Jane now into second place, 7/10 behind Cucumber. Good lap time compared to the rest of the field, but not able to match Cucumber's pace at the moment. There goes Marusura. What time will he do? Marusura goes through the finish line into second place, 6/10 behind Slippery Cucumber, defeating Jane by 1/10 of a second. Oh, and Stanley is now into second place. What a job by Stanley! Only 82 thousandths of a second behind Slippery Cucumber. There we are seeing strong lap times. Then I'm expecting to see what Checos and Virtuoso can do. We can't forget about Dino too. He's a very fast driver. But I wasn't expecting that flying lap by Stanley. He just fly there and was minimal amount of difference between him and Cucumber. He still will have another shot, and we'll see if we can finally have a fourth pole sitter at this season. We only have Slippery Cucumber, Virtuoso and Baraka Cup as pole sitters this season. And maybe we can have a new one today. Cinnamon now defeating his teammate, 5/10 behind Slippery Cucumber. We are on board with LVA Checos now. By the way, I'm missing commentaries from Checos fans today. I hope they commentate later, but we are on board now with LVA Checos through Sector 2. Now Dino improves into third place, still far from Stanley. Slippery Cucumber improves to 10th what he did previously, but not so far. And now Virtuoso into second place. I was saying this guy is fast. Virtuoso now 1/10 behind Slippery Cucumber. And what his teammate LVA Checos can do now. There goes LVA Checos onto the finish line. Moves into 7th place. Not able to improve great amount. Also, Tal is one of the usual top guys, very far today, and Baraka Cup is the great surprise of the day in 16th place, 3 seconds behind the lead, his championship rival Slippery Cucumber. So now we have challenging for pole position at the moment. Slippery Cucumber, Virtuoso, and Stanley could be the realistic fight for pole position today, and we have to see what Dino, Cinnamon, and Marusura can maybe do later. So many drivers now at the pit lane. They just finished their flying lap. LBA Checos also on a warm-up lap or maybe on his in-lap. He already completed a flying lap, so yeah, most probably going to the pit lane now. We have a comment from Nutella. He asked what has happened to Baraka Cup. Well, the real thing what has happened is that Baraka Cup's pedals have they're completely done now, so he is having to race on controller. He hasn't raced in controller for a long time, so probably not going to be at the pace today because of that, unfortunately. So this guys can be Slippery Cucumber's chance to get some points in the fight for the championship against his rival Baraka Cup. That's the explanation why Baraka Cup is so slow today. Oh, I think we finally get Checos fans on the commentary section. There's Barakov going out of the pit lane on medium tires. Oh, and Max has broken front wing on the pit lane entry. Most drivers into the pit lane now. Are they going to have time for another lap? They're Virtuoso leaving the pit lane and Slippery Cucumber doing the same. Stanley had already left. Yeah, they have enough time to complete a flying lap. Everyone is now on their out lap. So we'll see if finally the fight now looks it will be against Slippery Cucumber, Virtuoso and Stanley. But we are maybe having a surprise from one of the drivers like Dino, Cinnamo or Marusura, even Chekos or Jane and Thales, who still has to improve. I'm not expecting so much of Barakap today because of the pedal problem I already told about. So Slippery Cucumber, Virtuoso and Stanley on their warm-up lap. Stanley is going to be the first one to start his flying lap. Dino has already done so. We are going to go on board with Dino Vino Bambino, and Cinnamo is starting his flying lap now. Marusura still on his warm-up. He's not going to have any more time to complete a flying lap, unfortunately. But he may help Cinnamo with Slipstream. That will be great teamwork. Oh, and Stanley is the end of the race, so that's one less challenger for pole position today. It's going to be maybe against Virtuoso and Cucumber, fight for pole position. Jan is the end of the race too. There goes Dino. Oh, and Dino's crashed into the wall, so I think that's lap over for Dino Vino Bambino. We have to follow now Virtuoso, who is in front of Slippery Cucumber now. Virtuoso into sector 1, improving his time. So he's defeating Cucumber now at the moment. He's improving almost 2 tenths. Into the finish in sector 2 goes Virtuoso, improving 132 thousandths of a second. It's not going to be enough by minimal amount of distance of time to defeat Slippery Cucumber for pole position, but still he has this final sector. What time is Virtuoso doing now? Into the finish line. Is Virtuoso on pole position today, or is he not? Virtuoso is not able to improve by only 89 thousandths of a second, and Slippery Cucumber unable to improve his lap time, but is by only less than a tenth of a second that his pole position is decided. Slippery Cucumber is again, as last week, on pole position today. Virtuoso is going to start on the front row on second place. Then Stanley will start third. Oh, and Bialo, what a job by Bialo today. Bialo's been improving a lot on these last races, and he's into 4th place. I really wasn't expecting that by Bialo, but he just surprised me now. So maybe he can even have pace to fight for the win today. We don't know. We have to go to the race to see that. So we have a lot of challengers today to go for the win of the race. Again, very close qualifying session from 1st to 12th place, everyone on 1 second. To 11th will be on less than a second. And yeah, unfortunately for Baraka Cup, 16th place, going to be a survival race for him, gonna try to save all the points he can for the championship. So Filippo Copy says, "Hi David, I'm ready to support Checos. I'm glad to have you with us again. And yeah, let's see what Checos can do on the race now. Going to be a very interesting one." So going to start the formation lap. Again, looks clear weather, so I don't see chances of rain because of how sky looks. Maybe later, I don't know. So I think we have a Cinnamon fan here on the commentary section. Hi to you, Erusu. Then Filippo Coppi says that he thinks that if Checos doesn't do mistakes, he will be on the podium. Yeah, that's very possible that Checos on the podium. He has many podiums now through the season, but there are many fast guys here, so maybe it's not only mistakes, but he'll have to show pace too to get onto the podium. We have plenty of strong challengers today. Waki Lauda says hi. I say hi to you, Waki Lauda. He asked, how long is the race distance? It's 50% race. So Erusu's also a fan of Marusura, so he's a fan of the AlphaTauri team of Marusura and Cinnamo. So thanks for you being here with us, and thanks for your support to the AlphaTauri drivers. Oh, and Thales and Secret Dundee has been disqualified from the formation lap. Yeah, definitely contact between these two drivers. I still hope they were able to warm up their tires how they would have liked to. So now finally drivers taking their spots to start finally this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We are going to see who will be the first after turn 1. Cocomber didn't start very good last weekend race at Monaco. We'll see if he can hold Virtuoso now into turn 1 or if Virtuoso will take the lead of the race. Lights out and away we go. Who gets a better start? I think Virtuoso gets a better start than Slippery Cocomber, but Cocomber outbreaks Virtuoso by the outside. And Bialo XG attacking Stanley very quickly. Bialo XG into third place, and we already have an accident there. It's Secret Dundee. Secret Dundee's crashed at the back. Slippery Cucumber holding his first place from Virtuoso. Then comes Stanley. Then Bialo XG, you have a three-way fight here, and LBH goes into fifth place already, overtaking Cinamo and Dino Vino Bambino. Not a good start from Cinamo there, losing 2 places at the start. Regular start from Cucumber, Virtuoso, Stanley, and Bialo. Bialo did have a look at Stanley's position, but not able to overtake him at the end. Thales has overtaken Marusura at the start of the race. And Virtuoso starting to pull away from... No, Slippery Cucumber trying to pull away from Virtuoso, already 1 second in front. Virtuoso not very fast at the start of the race. Oh, we have a yellow flag. Yellow flag, what is it this time? It's a Renault, that's... Oh, safety car. We have a safety car and I really don't know why. Oh no, it was the yellow point we saw at the start was the safety car. I don't know why a safety car came out. So now strategy is going to be interesting. If somebody is trying to pit now. Slippery Cucumber will go into the pit lane. He's trying to go for one-stop strategy. Virtuoso follows him and Stanley staying out. Stanley stays out as Bialo does the same. Then Dino Vino Bambino and Thales also stay out. So it's going to be interesting if strategy is going to play Cucumber and Virtuoso's way. Virtuoso's going into the medium tires. Very weird strategy there. He's trying to go to the end on medium tires. And Slippery Cucumber has gone into the hard tires. It's going to be very interesting to watch this strategy. Softs were not degraded enough. So, yeah, we have to see what happens now. Baraka is also pitted. Oh, there have a... Oh, what's happened there? Oh, and Barakaps left the session. Yeah, I need to ask him to retire the car in the pit lane, so it doesn't cause trouble on the safety car. So Stanley into the lead of the race now, and we have a lot of commentaries now. I have to check now. I have plenty of time while safety car is out. So now Stanley is leading the race, followed by Bialo, then followed by Dino Vino Bambino and Thales. And 4 drivers are the ones who have pitted. Of the top drivers, I mean not because of wing damage, Slippery Cucumber, Virtuoso, Checos, and Cinamo. And surprisingly, Cinamo still in front of Marusura. I really don't know what went there. Cinamo is on hard tires. Virtuoso and Checos both on medium tires. Slippery Cucumber on hard tires. So Virtuoso is going to have to clear out Slippery Cucumber quickly if he wants to have a chance to win this race. LBA Checos will have to do the same. And Cinamo will just have to attack Slippery Cucumber. He is in his same condition now. Thomas Masieri says hi David. Hi to you, Thomas. Glad to be with you again. Safety car still staying out. So Baraka joined the lobby again, and safety car is going out on this lap. Oh, they tell me that IOR stands for the Vatican Bank at Italy. I didn't really know that. Interesting fact. Well, Stanley is about to relaunch the race, and a very tricky relaunch, really, what is the one in Baku, and Bialog very close to overtake Stanley there, going around the outside, going to try to outbrake him. There he goes, Bialog around the outside, takes the lead of the race. No, he can't. Stanley holds very good by the inside. I remember the battle between these two at Spain. Oh, and Bialog touches the wall there. I hope he doesn't have wing damage. And Virtuoso's overtaking Cucumber now. Very fast Virtuoso there to overtake his rival for the win, what it looks like now. So clue moment of the race. LB Checos also in front of Cucumber now. Stanley leading very good now, but Bialo, I'm not sure if he has wing damage. Looks he doesn't have wing damage, at least it's not visible wing damage in case he has. Then everyone has been able to hold the train there. Virtuoso is going to have fresher tires than the drivers in front of him, but he is still on medium tires while the drivers in front are on soft tires. We have a yellow flag at the back there, and it's Baraka Cup again. Yeah, definitely not on his day. Unfortunate his problem with his pedals. So yeah, I really hope he gets new pedals soon, because we want to see him fighting at top. We need this guy. He's the guy who's dominating now, so we need him at full strength. Stanley going to be leading the race through lap 5, starting lap 5, followed by Biolo XG, and DRS going to be enabled at any moment, just one more lap. Oh, and Talas has gone in front of Dino Bino Bambino there. Not sure if there was a dive on, but Virtuoso is now in front too. And Dino is not with wing damage, so maybe a clean move there. But Talas has gone in front of Dino there, and Virtuoso has taken that action in favor of his. And we have another yellow flag. What is it this time? It's green flag again. Not much problem. Secret Dundee is into the pit lane. And Stanley has started to pull away from Bialo XG. Is almost 1 second in front. We'll see if he can keep that pace and pull away from Bialo, or if Bialo will catch with him soon. DRS going to be enabled at any moment. And I have to say, I really like Baraka Cup and Cucumber as drivers. They are great racing drivers. They are very fast. But I think it's also good to have some races where other drivers are the drivers who are the protagonists of the race, as we are having today, Stanley and Bialo, Thales, Virtuoso too, even Dino and Checos too. Well, Slippery Cucumber is still on the fight, but yeah, it's good to have also changing challengers for the win of the race as we are having today. It makes good for the league too. And there goes Virtuoso trying to overtake Thales, but will he have enough speed to get him? He's very close there on his slipstream. Gonna try to go down the inside to make the move, but Thales is going to cover down the inside too. Virtuoso, fastest lap for Virtuoso, around the outside. What a move by Virtuoso down there. And he's overtaking Thales. A great move, and have a Virtuoso safety car now. So yeah, lucky for Virtuoso that he got the move done before the Virtual came out. Gonz's DNF now. That's what caused the Virtual safety car. Gonz's not having great luck on his last races in IOR, unfortunately. So now Virtuoso only has to clear 2 more drivers. So Dino Bambino has decided to pit now. Yeah, Thomas Masieri was saying Checos overtake Dino Bambino. Well, Dino has gone into the pit lane now. Oh, and Virtuoso's going in front of Bialo now, looks like. We're going to check that one. Virtuoso's going to have DRS on Bialo XG, and then he's going to have freeway to chase Stanley and those fresher medium tires. Yeah, probably Virtuoso getting the move done now. Maybe Bialo trying to let Virtuoso by so he could have DRS. Didn't work, didn't trick Virtuoso. Now Bialo covering Bialo into the pit lane now. Virtuoso is into second place, and we have Virtuoso safety car again. Don't know why Bialo's DNF the race. Maybe he's crashed into the pit lane. What happened to Bialo actually there? Yeah, very sad moment of the race. He was doing a great race even with chances of fighting for the win. And I really don't know what happened with Bialo. His car is parked on the road. Oh, and Slippery! Oh no! Oh no, no, no! Oh no, predictors are ridiculous. Slippery Cucumber is in wet tires. Oh, and Slippery Cucumber just destroyed completely his chances of reducing 25 points from Baraka Cup. I really don't know what's wrong with this guy. I know mistakes may happen once, but doing mistakes too in almost every race, it's just you can't fight for a championship like that. Oh, and now he spun. But why did Cucumber pit actually? He had hard tires, he was supposed he was going to the end of the race. So now it's freeway for maybe Virtuoso or Stanley to take this win of the race, or LBA Checos could be also. It could be a Ferrari one too even. Yeah, but it's really crazy how Cucumber is just destroying completely his races. I mean, this guy is probably the fastest driver in all the field, and now we have a safety car again. And this is perfect for Virtuoso, who now can pit for new and fresher tires, while all the drivers behind him will have to do the same. I hope LBA Checos doesn't make a mistake now when going to the pit lane and waiting one more lap to pit. He's probably going to lose places, yes. Oh, and Stanley has already pitted there. Not sure what happened, actually. Yeah, I don't understand actually what happened, but Virtuoso is into the lead of the race now, so Yeah, weird moment of the race. I really don't understand what happened. How is Stanley already pitted and is already at the back there? Well, we have to wait to see what happens now. I'm confused. And Slippery Cucumber now has a penalty. What's the penalty for? Drive-through penalty for Slippery Cucumber for Tuntu. Well, if he had a chance of saving something with the safety car, now the drive-through is killing his race again. Yeah, I really don't understand why this guy is destroying completely his races. Yeah, he's just throwing into the trash all his races he's done. A lot of his races. He probably maybe the fastest driver in all the field in terms of pace. But yeah, just his strategies, his mistakes are just killing his season when he could be much higher. So what can we expect now? Virtuoso and Checo staying out. I'm not sure. Going to go on board with Virtuoso. Is he into the pit lane now? Yes, he is. Virtuoso is into the pit lane. Going to probably go for a new set of medium tires now. LBA Checo has done the same. And Cinnamon staying out. Cinnamon's now the new leader of this race. No, Virtuoso's going for the hard tires. He's not going for a risky strategy on mediums. And Stanley is going to come out in front of Virtuoso, or is Virtuoso coming out in front? No, it's Stanley who is in front now. So, wow, Cinnamon's now into the lead of the... Oh, and Cinnamon's now made a mistake. Oh, what are we happening now? The Cinnamon have wing damage now. Oh, Stanley's letting him by. Yeah, got illegal overtake, so no. Yeah, I really like to see people make less mistakes. It's more interesting and fun to watch when people don't make so much mistakes, really. So now Stanley looks favored to win this race. He's on fresher tires. Cinnamon has 6 lap old, but it's looking very good for the AlphaTauri team, by the way. Cinnamon, fortunate for him, does not have wing damage. Oh, and Jane has moved into 6th place, and LBA Checo's gone for medium tires. And Brakov is into 10th place now. He is at least at the moment saving 1 point. Not sure if pace will let him stay there much longer. So I think the fight for the win may be between Stanley and Virtuoso for what they show on qualifying earlier. Virtuoso and Stanley are both very fast drivers. Cinnamon does not have the tires to fight. Well, he may surprise us, but he's 6 lap older hard tires than what their rivals have. And well, at least nobody of these guys have penalties, so... Safety car has still staying out, and Cinnamon hasn't pitted, so I think that confirms he doesn't have wing damage. There's no visible wing damage for Cinnamon, but if he has, it's very minimum because it's not visible, so yeah, it will be very low wing damage in case he has. Yeah, so it may be a fight between Stanley, Cinnamon, Virtuoso, Maru Suradino, maybe even Jane. We'll see how this medium strategy works for LBA Checos. He'll have to overtake many drivers to get in front. Then Equasar is behind LBA Checos, but well, he's new. He hasn't shown great pace to fight for wins at the moment now. So if he does something great, it will be a surprise. Then comes Max Brakov, who does not have the weapons to fight today. Then Atom Kev on 11th place on his second ever race on IOR. And both Slippery, Cucumber and Tuntu have drive-through penalties. Unfortunate for Red Bull team, Cucumber has killed again another of his races. So yeah, most probably we're having a new race winner today. We have through the season Baraka Cup, who won at 4 races at Australia, at China, at Netherlands and at Monaco. Then we have Rastro, who won at Bahrain. We have Marusura, who won at Vietnam. Then we have Slippery Cucumber, who won at Spain. So today we could have Stanley, Cinamo, Virtuoso, maybe even Dino or Jane or LBA Checos to win this race. And if we have a repeated race winner, it would be Marusura, who is 4th now. Rastro not racing today. Cucumber destroyed his race completely. And Baraka not having the weapons to fight for the win today. So yeah, we could most probably we're having a new race winner of the season today. And we could have a new ever race winner if Stanley wins. He never has won a race at IOR. Cinamo is one-time winner at IOR, Japan last season. Virtuoso, 2-time winner at IOR, Singapore and Bahrain last season. Dino, one-time winner at the USA last season. And Checos too would be a new race winner. He hasn't not ever won a race. So we're about to see the relaunch of the safety car. Stanley is going to relaunch the race. Virtuoso and Cinamo got together there. This allows Stanley to pull away easily and not have any pressure at turn 1. Stanley going to be leading there. And now Virtuoso is going to have to take away Cinamo quickly if he wants to have a chance to fight Stanley. If he does not want to waste many ERS trying to chase him. There he has a look at Cinamo, but not able to do so. Cinamo is also showing face. Stanley has not been able to pull so much away. Atom Kev has overtaken already Barak Cup, again not having the weapons today. And LBA Choco with those medium tires in front of Jane now. Virtuoso very, very close to Cinamo. I think is going to go for the move at any moment. Again, Cinamo, very degraded tires. So it could be the fight for the win between Virtuoso and between Stanley now. What could happen? They haven't used a lot of ERS till now. Now Cinamo has pulled a bit away from Virtuoso. Thales now in front of Barakakab into 10th place of the race. We're going on board with Virtuoso, but not able to do much. Have a yellow flag on sector 3. Oh, another safety car. Barakakab's DNF the race now. So it was terminal damage for him this time. Stanley staying out, Cinamo staying out, Virtuoso also staying out. And Dino's into the pit lane. Probably Dino had an accident there. Yeah, this is not good. No, he's just decided to go for an alternative strategy. He didn't have wing damage, hasn't changed wing, and Atom Kev is into 7th place of the race now. This may help LBA Checos because he's saving his medium tires so he can have a chance at the end of the race. Unfortunate for Cucumber, he hasn't been able to serve the drive-through penalty even now. By the way, again, we are having the fight we had on the first races of the year on the New Year Grand Prix and at the practice race. Again, the AlphaTauri fight against Ferrari. Well, this time Rastro is not here. Virtuoso is on his place for Ferrari. Then we have Jane and Thales at 6th and 8th place. Yeah, these guys were fighting a lot on the first races of the year at the New Year Grand Prix at Italy and at the practice race at Silverstone. And we have Stanley, who is now in front of all of these guys. Oh, and now, yeah, Dynamo's tires are 10 laps old. Those tires are a great amount of difference between his lap with his tire life and the driver behind him and in front of him, Stanley. Secret Dunt is the end of the race on the pit lane. Tuntu doesn't have the drive-thru anymore. That's good for him. Well, so how is at the moment looks that both championship leaders, Barakab and Slippery Comer, are not scoring any points today. And this could also help Chekos to catch for the lead of the championship. He's 30 points behind Barakab for the lead. And if he wins today and even gets fastest lap, he would be only 5 or even 4 points behind the lead of the championship. So this could be perfect for him. So safety cars leaving on this lap. Yeah, there goes the safety car. Stanley again going to relaunch the race. So is Cinnamo gonna try to attack him now? He wasn't able to do at the previous relaunch. There goes Cinnamo on his slipstream. We're going to go on board with him. He has a great spot for a dive bomb there. He's going for a move or not? Yes, he's trying to do so. Very close, but not able to do so. Now Virtuoso will have a look at Cinnamo, but no, also not able to do so. Atom Kev's overtaken Jane there. LBA Checo's gonna have to make... Oh, and they crash! And they crash there. It's Jane again, unfortunately for Jane. I think he crashed. I don't know if... Was it with his teammate? I'm not sure what happened exactly there. Yeah, and maybe Thales has wing damage now. Yeah, Thales gone off the track there. So again, not a good race for Mercedes. Jane doesn't have wing damage, I think so. And Slippery Cucumber doesn't have the drive-thru penalty now. Thales has left the lobby. Yeah, he should retire on the pit lane first. Oh, and Marusura has been overtaken by LBA Checos and by Atom Kev, and Marusura, I think he has wing damage there. Oh, and LBA Checos crashed there into the wall. Oh, and LBA Checos got wing damage there. No, that's very unfortunate for LBA Checos. He had chances for winning this race, and now he has wing damage, same as Marusura. Both drivers' race is over now, so they'll have to pit now and go for new tires. I'm not sure what actually happened there between these two drivers. They'll have to pit now, and this leaves only 3 contenders for the win of the race. It's Stanley, Cinnamo, and Virtuoso who are going to fight for this one now. So looks that definitely we are having new race winner today. LBA Checos has decided to stay out but he has that damage on the wing, so not much he can do. Marusura has also decided to stay out even with that wing damage. Remembers to me what Cinnamo did at the practice race at Silverstone. Now Virtuoso having a look at Cinnamo, but again not able to overtake him. But now Stanley's pulled away 1 second in front of Cinnamo. Those tires probably don't last much more. So Virtuoso's probably going to overtake Cinnamo at any moment. Oh, yellow flag on sector 2 now. What is it this time? Tundu is Tundu this time, and Slippery Cucumber now catching him. So maybe with all what's happening, maybe Slippery Cucumber was going to have a chance to at least get 1 point on this race. DRS I think still not enabled. I think going to be enabled on the next lap. Virtuoso is in there, plenty of ERS to overtake Cinnamo. He's very close now on his lip rim, but he's done with his ERS now. Doesn't have any more ERS now. He can attack Cinnamo. Cinnamo's now gonna defend his position, but now the ERS is enabled. And LBH Checos, even with the wing damage, has closed very quickly to the drivers in front of him. So it will be very crazy if LBH Checos is able to win this one, even with the wing damage. It's going to be very interesting what is going to happen when DRS is enabled at the long straight. Cinnamo, maybe even he, may have a chance of overtaking Stanley for first place of the race. And LBH Checos now catches the train with all of them, but doesn't have much ERS now, which he can attack. It's going to be crucial now if Cinnamo can keep DRS with Stanley, or if he can, because if he can't, then Virtuoso is going to attack him. He has fresher tires, much more fresher tires he can attack. So it's crucial moment of the race for Cinnamo now, and even for the win of the race, to see what can Virtuoso do. Yeah, Cinnamo's not going to have DRS. He's probably going to be overtaken by Virtuoso now. Yeah, Virtuoso very fast through there. Not even DRS open, and Virtuoso's already through. Virtuoso is into second place of the race now, and he's now going to have to go for Stanley if he wants to have a chance of winning this race. LBH Checos very far behind, lost completely DRS there, and somewhat scratched. It's who scratched? Marusura at the end of the race now. Unfortunate for Marusura, and Dino Pino Bambino is into 5th place of the race now. Jane fighting there with Equasar, Max, and Atom Kev. A very complicated train of cars going on there. Dino Pino Bambino, he is... Oh, and Cinnamo's overtaking Virtuoso again. Aggressive move there. And Virtuoso's into the wall now. And Virtuoso's have wing damage, or is he not? Yes, Virtuoso has wing damage. Maybe Cinnamo went very aggressive there. I'm not sure what happened actually there. But yeah, unfortunate for Virtuoso. Now his teammate is through. And this plays perfectly for Stanley, who's now into the lead of the race. Well, he already was, but he's now very comfortable there. Leading the race by 2 seconds in front of LBH Checos. The most probable winner of this race is going to be Stanley now. Virtuoso is definitely not going to be happy with that one. Unfortunate contact with him and Cinnamo. And Virtuoso's into the pit lane now. I think he could have stayed out. It was not much laps which lasted. What tire is Virtuoso going for? He's going for the soft tire, so yeah, changing wing there. Equasar is DNF the race now on the pit lane, so safety car is not going to come out. And yeah, this is perfect for Stanley, who's now leading the race by 1.6 seconds. Oh, but Cinnamon and Stanley don't have much difference of ERS, and Cinnamon's catching with Stanley now. He shortened a bit distance there, so we may have some interesting final laps of this race. LVH Checo's tire probably not gonna last much more. Cinnamon very close to the wall, not sure if he hit the wall there. No, he didn't. Race still very interesting, nothing is closed yet. Virtuoso very far behind, so now both drivers who started at the front row, Slippery Cucumber and Virtuoso, both on 8th and 9th place, and now Slippery Cucumber is trying to look for a move on Jane there. And Cinnamon's closing very fast to Stanley, so this may even be Cinnamon's win, but he may be reported, that's true, for incident with Virtuoso. So yeah, he may get a penalty post-race, but still, he has to do everything to win it at track. Oh, and very aggressive fight there. Slippery Cucumber may get 2-on-1 there. Almost on the outside of Jane, almost close to contact, but Slippery Cucumber has made the move greatly there. And is into 6th place now. Max again, a long time he didn't get a good result. He is into 5th place now. Cinnamon and Stanley, the distance still very close, 1.5 second difference. And yeah, LBA Checo's now lost the train with Cinnamon. That's most probably what was going to happen. Has wing damage, and those medium tires are going to get degraded very fast compared to the hard tires. So yeah, that's pretty normal. Atom Kev has overtaken Janet there through the castle section. Very unusual place to overtake. And now Cinnamon is 1.2 seconds behind Stanley. He's getting every time closer to look for the win of the race today. So who would be my driver of the day today? Very good question. Not sure what happened with Virtuoso, but maybe I would go with Stanley. I think he's gonna great consistent race. He's winning now. Oh, and Virtuoso's the end of the race now. He crashed, or he's just retired on track, which may be reported if it causes a safety car or something like that. But I think it hasn't. Yeah, nothing has happened. No safety car. Fortunately, very fortunately, really. Yeah, and Dino Bino Bambino's not being able to catch with LVA Checos, even with fresher tires and without wing damage, I suppose. So yeah, it's also a great drive by Checos, but not sure why really he got that wing damage. Jane now is the end of the race too. Oh, and Cinnamon's now 1.1 second behind, 1 second only behind Stanley. Yeah, Cinnamon definitely has more pace than Stanley. At this moment, that's completely proved. Cinnamon, even with more degraded tires than Stanley, he is going faster. So yeah, definitely Stanley has, Cinnamon has way much more pace than what Stanley has. And he's now with DRS, gonna have DRS. Yes, he will. He will have DRS. So Cinnamon now looking very close to our race wing now. Getting closer now to Stanley. Both deploying their ERS. And Dino Vino Bambino is now chasing LVA Checos. So we have fight for first place of the race and for third place of the race. Oh, and Slippery Cucumber is there, only 2.4 seconds behind. So again, what could this be for Cucumber if he didn't make so many mistakes? Stanley and Cinnamon, very equal amount of ERS they have, and Dino Vino Bambino is now at Checo's back. Probably going to go for the attack at any moment, and maybe Slippery Cucumber gets closest into them too. Tuntus DNF the race now, and again Cinnamo at the back of Stanley for another attack, but he's still very far, 9/10 behind Stanley. We're going to go on board with Dino Vino Bambino, probably going to go through LVA Checos now. LVA Checos doesn't have really much weapons to fight Dino. He doesn't have ERS, well Dino doesn't have ERS too. LVA Checos covering down the inside. Now Dino goes round the outside, going to get a move down. No, LVA Checo is going to cover Dino. Very clean fight between these two drivers, and Slippery Cucumber is now catch with them. Dino Vino Bambino closes the door there for LVA Checos. Minimal contact, but thankfully nothing happened. We have 5 more laps of this race. Dino Vino Bambino now into third place. But I think he's way far from Stanley and Cinnamo to try to fight for the win of the race. So the only way Dino could win this one is that Stanley and Cinnamo take each other out. I don't think that's going to happen, and very crazy race. We only have 7 drivers on track now. Thales has left the session. He's going to be disqualified for doing that. Oh, real flag. It's LVA Checos DNF the race now. Don't know what happened with him and Cucumber. This is not going to be something good for Checos fans. They are definitely not going to like this one. Still only yellow flag, and Cinnamo is now very close to Stanley. Going to have DRS open now. So Cinnamo going for the move now. There goes Cinnamo. ERS not open for him. He's just saving ERS there, but his DRS open now. Stanley not using ERS too. But very close fight for the lead of the race. We have only 6 drivers on track now. Remembers me the race of Monaco. I think it was Monaco 196, if I'm not wrong, where only 3 drivers completed the race. Now only 6 drivers are completing this one. And now Slippery Cucumber into the back of Dino Vino Bambino. Both drivers lock up with their tires there. So again, we're going to watch the attack from Cinnamon to Stanley there. Slippery Cucumber probably going to be at the back of Dino Bino Bambino at any moment, or maybe not. Now, Cinnamon still not using his ERS. Stanley is using ERS, so it's not good for Stanley this. Cinnamon very close. He's probably going to wait. Only 3 more laps to end this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Very crazy race we are watching today. So now most probably we are having a new winner of the season. It will be Stanley, Cinnamon, or Dino Bino Bambino. Slippery Cucumber still 1.2 seconds behind Dino, so yeah. Most probably new winner of the season. Looks like it would be Cinnamon because of the pace he's showing, and he's saving his ERS, has more ERS than Stanley has. Dino still 4.7 seconds behind, and Cucumber is now catching with him. Still not able to catch that DRS. Probably the craziest race in all the season we've had. Not sure if the best race, but yeah, the craziest. Oh, and Cinnamon's now lost pace with... Oh, Cinnamon's got wing damage. Yeah, he crashed against the wall, so now this is done for Stanley. Unfortunate for Cinnamon. Maybe because of degradation of the tires. Cinnamon not able to do any more. He'll have to pit now to try to save the most points he can. He'll have to be on soft tires, so this promotes Dino and Slippery Cucumber into the podium. Cinnamon, they're letting their rivals by. There goes Slippery Cucumber. Yeah, craziest race of the season, and now, yeah, I was expecting for a fight at the final laps, but now it's very comfortable for Stanley to take this win of the race. This is actually his 4th race in IOR, and he's already going for a win. Yeah, unfortunate for AlphaTauri team there, unfortunate for Ferrari too. But yeah, Cinnamon's now going to be on soft tires, so let's see if he can at least save some points. 10 points would be good, and fast lap of the race. If he can overtake Atom Kev, who I think has now got wing damage, yeah. So yeah, most probably Cinnamon's getting that 5th place of the race. And I think there's nothing to do with the lead. It's Stanley who's going to take this win, definitely. So now the interesting thing to watch is the fight between Slippery Cucumber and Dino Bino Bambino. Again, we are on board with Slippery Cucumber, but yeah, not much ERS which he can attack Dino now. Dino waving to cut the slipstream there. So yeah, final lap of the race for Stanley. There goes Cinnamon, who's going to try to get at least that 11 points of the race. Even if he gets a penalty for what happened with him and Virtuoso, it's not going to cost him so much. It already cost him. Well, he had very degraded tires, so yeah, maybe something could be normal that a crash happened because of that. So now let's see if Cinnamon can pull away. Maybe 10 seconds is pretty much, but well, he has much faster tires. He has more pace than Atom Kev has, and Atom Kev has front wing broken. So yeah, let's see what happens now. So Atom Kev also has a 3-second time penalty, so Yeah, in case Cinnamon got a penalty, he only has to pull away 7 seconds in front. He's already pulled away 3.2. I don't think it's going to be a difficult job for Cinnamon to do this. There goes, we are going to go on board with Stanley. Yeah, this guy who started racing only at Netherlands in his 4th race of the season. Very consistent race by him. He's now going to take the checker flag to be the 5th winner of the season. There goes Stanley into the finish line. And it's Stanley who wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Dino Bino Bambino will cross the line on 2nd place. Slippery Cucumber will take 3rd of the race. Max will gonna take 4th, and Cinnamon pulled enough away from Atom Cap to take that 5th place of the race in case there was a penalty. Great drive by Stanley, definitely my driver of the day. 0 mistakes by this guy, got the strategy right all the time. Great driving by Stanley we have seen today, and he is now our 5th winner of the season. Dino Bino Bambino getting his 2nd podium of the season, and Slippery Cucumber, who threw away the win once again into 3rd place, but still some points reduced from Baraka for the fight for the championship. So Stanley's won the race today. Dino gets 2nd place, and Slippery Cucumber completes the podium. Max on 4th, a good result for him again. Yeah, but definitely one of the best races we've had throughout the season. Very crazy race, not good race for many people here. Unfortunate accidents, but well, that's Baku. I think typical of this street circuit with, in real life, always gives crazy races. So now we are going to go with the national anthem of Indonesia for the race winner, Stanley. So that was the national anthem of Indonesia for the race winner Stanley, and the national anthem of the British national anthem for Team Racing Point. So now we are going to go with the interviews. I know we've had a lot of trouble with these last races, but I promise this time everything will go right. I asked the viewers that if you can help us with this, if there is something wrong. I asked the viewers if they can tell me if there is something wrong while doing the interviews, if one of the driver's voice is not heard. So yeah, I would like that from you if you can help me that way. Okay, guys, everyone ready? Okay, I hope this time everything works all right. Yeah, some races are not working the voice thing, but yeah, I hope it works this time. Okay, I'll start with Stanley then. First of all, congratulations for your first win in IOR in your fourth race. You did Yeah, you're welcome. You did a great job. You just were the most consistent driver in all the race. Everyone was making mistakes or crashing, but you just survived all that chaos and well, really you were not involved in any incident. So, how was your experience there? So, if the Alpha Tauri didn't crash, were you going to let him by at the penultimate lap to try to overtake him at the final lap, or were you just going to try to keep the lead? Yeah, I think that probably was what caused his crash. Probably not more grip on those tires. So yeah, probably that was what produced the crash. So well, but I think you were very lucky to be at the front. I mean, you didn't encounter any carnage as many drivers behind. So, but yeah, you were greatly consistent. So because of that, I think you are my driver of the day today. So congratulations for that too. Okay, thank you, Stanley. Now I'm going with no, with Dino Vino Bambino. You were second. So I think a bit crazy race for you, right, Dino? Yeah, win will come. Don't worry. Still keep there, being consistent. But I would have to ask, what happened with Marusura? I think something happened between you. I didn't saw that, but what exactly happened there? And tell me about your fight with Checos. I think you almost made contact on turn 2, but thankfully nothing happened. And finally, about your fight with Slippery Cucumber, did you feel the pressure there? Okay, so thank you, Dino, for your time, and congratulations for your second podium of the season, this time second place. So, yeah, congratulations for that, and looking forward for next week. Okay, finally, Slippery Cucumber. Well, what happened this time? Why did you go on wet tires? Oh, so you got wing damage before that? Well, fortunately you were able to fight back to third place. Well, yeah, well, at least that's 15 points less for your fight against Baraka Cup for the championship. Then, well, Chekos crashed too, so you have not been overtaken by him also in the championship. So I think after all it's not so bad. It could have been win, but well, I think it's you saved the damage there, minimalize the damage. So yeah, I think that's good for you. Yeah, actually, many of the top drivers today were out. Actually, only 6 people completed the race. So yeah, well, you survived pretty good there, as the other 6 drivers. Was very crazy race, probably the most crazy in all the season till now. Then talking about next week race, well, it's your home race at Canada. You won there last season, so were you expecting to win this time again? But yeah, but also Canada, not a crazy track, but still very. It like crashes could happen. Walls are a bit close to the track, and also we have the Wall of Champions there. So yeah, corner cutting is going to be very important at next race. Okay, so thank you, Cucumber, for your time, and congratulations for your podium. Okay, guys, so I think that's all for today. Unless you want to say something else, I'm going to finish this interview. So, Okay, so I think that's all. So thank you for your time. Congratulations for your podium. And see you next week at Canada. Hope for another great race there. So thank you again and goodbye. We see you next week. Well, so that's all for today. We have had a very great race today. Well, very crazy race, fun to watch, probably not great enjoyable for many people who DNF, had unfortunate accidents there. But well, yeah, some people are definitely happy with this, as Stanley, who took his first win, as Dino, and as Cocomber, well, he saved finally a podium after his mistake of going on wet tires. But now looking for Canada next week. We'll see what happens there. Now we have 5 winners. I'm expecting to have more on the rest of the season. Only at the 8th race now. So yeah, looking forward for the next part of the championship. Still more than halfway to go. But that will be all for today. So goodbye. Thanks for all our viewers that have been with us. Hope to see you next week too. So everyone, see you next week at Canada and goodbye.